Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today's video is brought to you by some flukes. I had a bunch of baits left over in my tackle box, and I was kind of thinking to myself, what could I come out here and try that I haven't really got a lot of experience with? So I'm going to throw some white flukes and see if we can get a few largemouth. I'm at a canal I've fished quite a few times before, but we're going to see if we can catch some. Well, there was my first bite. Took the fluke and everything. Dadgummit. Uh-oh. Well, at least there's a fish. I've had one other bite so far, but that was the first official good bite. Felt like a solid fish. I mean, he grabbed that end of it and ripped hard, but I think when I went to set the hook, he had already been eaten and gone. I'm just using a little pearl white fluke with a 4/0 EWG hook, and usually that's a pretty good setup. Texas rigging it. That way you can get some bass on it. It's the best for bass. You can throw a weight on the top of it to make it kind of a swim bait, or you can kind of weightless rig it like I'm doing. And those are two of my favorite methods for working a fluke. Well, there was my second bite. That one felt good too. He's still in there. He's obviously eating. That fish actually ripped the fluke pretty good, so hopefully we'll be able to get him this time. Third time's a charm. There we go. That's a good one. Nice fish. Really nice fish. I don't know what it is, but he kept coming for it. This is a really nice fish. I'd say he's 1.5 pounds. That's a great largemouth, 15 inches, I'm guessing. First fish of the day is this beautiful largemouth. Took a little bit to get him, but managed to get it done. Oh, wrong way, buddy. I think you got it now. Cool, let's see if we can get a few more. Going right through the head, and then you want to make sure you go out the bottom. I almost went out the top myself. Once you're out the bottom, you push that all the way to the top. Rig it so none of the hook is exposed. That's my personal preference. And there's actually a nice little canal down here. You center your hook, the point of your hook. You run that back up through the top, and it's perfect Texas rig. And if you want to make it even more weedless, you can pinch that bait and pull it forward just a little bit, and then bury that tip just a little. Say one good suggestion for fluke fishing is try to do it where there's not a lot of wind, because right now there's quite a bit of wind going right down the middle of this channel, and it makes it quite difficult to be able to cast very far and get that bait to stay where you are throwing it at. Here's one. That's a really nice fish. Yes! I wasn't sure if that was a fish at first. I genuinely did not think I had one. Thought I just had weeds, which I do have weeds, but maybe when I popped it out of there. That one's 1.75 pounds, pushing 2. That's one of the biggest ones I got out of here. Very, very cool. Like I said, excellent bass. Very nice size. There he goes. Fish number 2. That one came right off the shore. It's really difficult to fish this for someone that's not had a lot of experience. Kind of got to learn that you got to work extremely slow. There was another hit, which I'm surprised on. 2 hits in one spot. It's been kind of slow. We're about halfway through the canal now. We've only had a handful of bites, but that's really good. Had one more bite there. Hopefully we can get it. Another thing I've noticed with the fluke is that I'm not having a lot of small fish, going after it. So far, at least. The 2 fish I've caught out of here are both larger than the average I'm used to getting out of here. I'm used to getting anywhere from 12 to 14. Pretty small bass, and those 2 I've got were good size, 15+ inches. So I personally believe that the fluke is attracting some of those bigger fish to bite. much slower presentation. They can get to it easier. And it's a bigger bait, which the small fish have trouble even getting. I think the small baits are just too intimidating for the big fish. I think the big baits are just too intimidating for all the small fish. There's one. Good deal. That was last second. Right off the weeds. Man, he's going crazy. It's a weird hook set. Right through both lips. Third one of the day. This one's a little bit smaller, more of the average size. I'm definitely going to need to invest in a few more of these little flukes. They work great. They really don't rip too bad either. Holy cow, coming in hot. Come on, stay on, stay on. Yes, still got him. He kind of blew up on top water. Was running hard at me. Got him though. Another quick one. Right weed edge, there's a big drop off, and that's where they're all hanging out at. There's one. Right there. Very cool. Actually got to see the bite happen. I was so shocked I forgot to set the hook a little bit. Smallest one of the day again. That's all right. Coming to the end of the canal now, so hoping we can keep going a little bit, see if we can't get a few more. One more would be awesome. But if that's all we can get for the day, that's incredible. It's been an excellent day out here. There's another one. Same exact spot. This one's better. By far a better fish. Much better. Oh, that one popped off the hook right as I was lifting them up, but very nice largemouth. Definitely bigger than the last one. Excellent release. Off he goes. I think I should have started down here with the fluke. The farther I go in the pond, the better the fishing gets. Got him. Boom. Another largie on the fluke. That hook set was really nice too. Kind of a topwater blow up just below the surface. There he is. There we go. Boom. Hammered him. Good deal. I think I'm going to end the day with this guy. Sun's starting to go down. Starting to get chilly. It's supposed to drop down to mid-60s this week. Really fat fish, very healthy. Eating well on the bluegills in here. The last largemouth of the day, I'm going to say. And then I'm going to get going out of here. Last fish of the day. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on another episode. I got quite a few more coming out, so make sure and stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this bass fishing extravaganza. Peace.